Hi student, Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is on motor neuron. Motor neuron is a type of the neuron. We also called its nerve cell. Motor mean movement. The neuron which cause movement in our body, motor neuron. And motor neuron is present in our peripheral nervous system. So it causes movement of our body, of our muscles, of our legs, of our arms, etc. Like all the cells have nucleus, cell body, cell membrane, cytoplasm. Motor neuron also have, but its structure is different. Now we draw the structure of the motor neuron. This is the cell membrane, but structure is different. Small short branches is coming out. These short branches small short branches coming out. These small short branches is called dendrites. These dendrites and this ball shaped like structure is called cell body. Cell body. These dendrites carries nerve impulse towards the cell body. These dendrites carry nerve impulse toward the cell body. So nerve impulse enter into the cell body. The cell body consists from the nucleus and granules. These granules is endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is rough due to ribosomes. Ribosomes is used for the synthesis of the protein. That protein which maintain the integrity of the neuron, that maintain the shape and functions of the neuron. So dendrites carries nerve impulse from other dendrites of the neuron, but small gap is present between these neuron and other neuron. So nerve impulse is coming out from the cell body through the axon. This is long nerve fibers that carry nerve impulse from cell body towards the our peripheral nervous system, like our muscles, our arms muscles, our legs muscles, our body muscles. So this is called axon that carry nerve impulse away from the cell body, and this system is called efferent nervous system. Efferent nerve fiber and this is called afferent. afferent nerve fiber that carry nerve impulse. What is nerve impulse? Nerve impulse is a message that is initiated by the electrical potential. This initiated message is carried toward the cell body of the motor neuron through the dendrites, and this is called afferent nerve fibers. And these nerve message carry away from the cell body toward the axon. This is called efferent nerve fibers. So this axon is initiated by the cells, initiated by the cells. These cells protect the neuron, nourish the neuron, and when neuron is damaged, these cells, this is nucleus, these cells wound the damaged part of the neuron. So the name of this cell is called Schwann cell. Schwann cell. These Schwann cells protect the neurons, nourish the neurons, and wound the healing parts of the neuron when neuron is damaged. So this is called the Schwann cells. So this is Schwann cells that secrete the myelin. What is myelin? These Schwann cells secrete the myelin. Myelin is a fatty materials, and fat is also in white in color. That's why nerve in our body also look like as a white due to myelin. Schwann cells secrete myelin, and myelin is a fat is also in white in color. That's why our nerve and body look like as a white in color. So this is called myelin sheath. This look like a myelin sheath because these Schwann cells secretes the myelin. This is called myelin sheath. These myelin sheath protect the neurons from damage and wound the heel of the neuron, and nourish the neuron, protect the neuron. So the space between these two neuron cells, this space is called neurofibril runway. Neurofibril runway, node of runway also called. This space is important because it make fast the nerve message become fast due to this space, because nerve jump, nerves jump from one nodes to another nodes, one nodes to another nodes. So due to these neurofibril nodes, nerve message become fast and quickly jumped from one nodes to another nodes, and in this way nerve message become too much fast. Due to this neurofibril nodes are friendwares, so this process is called saltatory transmission. It's called saltatory transmission. It's called saltatory transmission. So neurons and when neuron is end become wide at the end, and these wide portions is called motor and bulb. Motor and bulb. These motor and bulb is consist on the chemicals. These chemical is called chemical transmitter, and these chemical transmitter consist on acetylcholine. The name of this chemical is acetylcholine. These acetylcholine chemical transmitter at the end of the motor neuron is called motor and bulb, consist on these chemical transmitters. These chemical transmitters is initiated when nerve message is come through the saltatory motions and these nerve message initiates these acetylcholine chemicals, and these chemical this is our muscles. These chemicals, when these saltatory transmissions initiates these chemicals, acetylcholine, these chemical release out from the motor and bulb and attach these muscles receptor receive these chemical attach with these muscles receptors, and muscles receptors between the muscles receptors and the motor and bulb is a small gap. The name of this gap is called synaptic gap. Small gap between muscles and the motor and bulbs, and these chemical easily diffuse through these gaps and enter into the muscles receptors, and muscle receptor when receive this chemical, muscles depolarize and muscles contract. Muscles contract. So we review Motor neuron. Motor neuron is a type of the nerve cells. The motor neuron consists on the dendrites, cell body, and axon. Dendrites is tree-like structures that carries nerve impulse from another dendrites. Another carry nerve impulse. Another dendrites. Other dendrites. Other nerve dendrites carry the nerve impulse. Nerve impulse. And these nerve impulse, this gap between these two dendrites and the nerves which carries nerve impulse toward the cell body is called dendrites, and the nerves that carry nerve impulse away from the cell body toward the peripheral nervous system is called axon. So cell body consists on the nucleus and rough endoplasmic reticulum, granules, and cytoplasm, and axon consists on the Schwann cells that secrete the myelin. Myelin is a fat that protect the axon from the damage and heal the damage of the axons and nourish the axons. Myelin is white in color, that's why our nerves in body look white in color. The space between these two Schwann cells is neurofibril node of Ranvier. This neurofibril node of Ranvier is help in the fast movements of the nerve impulse. Nerve impulse quickly jumped from one nodes to another nodes. In this way, nerve message is quickly run, and in this way, and these nerve impulse stimulate the acetylcholine chemical transmitters. These chemical transmitters stimulates and start releasing from the motor end bulb release these chemicals, and these chemicals attach with the muscles receptors receive these chemicals, and the small gap between these muscles and the nerves is called neuromuscular junctions. This small gap is also called synaptic gap, and muscles start depolarize. In this way, muscles contract. So this is the motor neuron. In next video lecture we discuss the sensory neurons. Hope you understand it. Okay, bye. Allah Hafiz.